So we're gonna try to build an i7 gaming and streaming PC for 22,500 pesos. Tara, samahan niyo ako. What's up mga pre, it's Jay Buen Suceso back with another video, and in this video, we're gonna build a gaming and streaming PC for 22,500 pesos. Kung nagtataka kayo, i7, di ba mahal yun? Yes, mahal yun. Pero for this particular build, we're gonna use a used i7 unit that I got online. This is an i7 3rd gen processor, so it is an i7, so meaning to say it's 4 cores and 8 threads. By its time, talaga namang this is the flagship by its time. Pero ngayon, it's more than capable of handling games. I think all of the games this can run. And for this, the RAM, we've got Kingston 1200 millihertz, and this one is 16 gig, so dalawang 8 gig, and I got this deal online for I think 8,200 pesos. So not bad, right? Because it's an i7 and kompleto na. My board, my RAM, and my i7 PC. And for the case, we've got a generic one. So this one retails for about 1,600 pesos, pero I got this for 1,000 pesos. Bagong-bago pa, siguro mga 2 months lang ginamit ng may-ari. Okay, for the cooler, this one is a pretty good deal I got. This is a YG TCLA 4200 Plus. You can also see my review on dito. Right? So this one is a very good cooler, a very pretty cooler. Maganda siya, especially for this build because this is gonna be a white themed build. So kita nyo yung case white. This one is white as well, and it has RGB na magandang RGB, not just the yung RGB na very cheap. This one, hindi siya kamahalan, pero the RGB is a good RGB light. And for the SSD, we've got a Kingston 2000. We've got a Kingston 240 gig. I got this one 2,150 pesos. So this one online as well. Doon ko rin siya nakuha. And for the graphics card, we've got a Radeon RX570. This one is more than capable. Sorry, it's a very capable GPU, especially if you're gonna overclock this. And for this build, we have a konting leeway for overclocking, and I got this one for I think 6,500 online. So that's the value that I've got. Pero actually, 1 month old pa lang tong graphics card na to, and I got this online as well. So kita nyo naman, nabili sa Octagon, 7.5 pa. So I also have the receipt. So 7.5, nakuha ko lang values about 6,500. So yun, napakagandang deal as well. And for the power supply, we've got the Corsair CV550. This one is a very good power supply because it comes from Corsair, and we all know Corsair is a pretty good brand in terms of computers and stuff. And this one, 550 watts and 80 plus bronze. And I got this one at ECPC for 2,650 pesos. So all in all, the total value would be 22,500. So it is a pretty good deal. And nagpa-build kasi na to pinsan ko and yun lang yung budget niya. Pero from his budget, we are able to get brand new things and very good deal. So hindi lahat makakapag-build ng ganitong build because yun nga, for this for the processor, CPU, motherboard and RAM, 16GB i7, I got a pretty good deal for 8.2 rather. So hindi lahat makakakita ng ganitong deal, pero who knows, baka makakita din kayo, right? So, the target is pang gaming niya saka pang streaming. Pero yun lang yung budget. Pero, I think this would be able to handle gaming and streaming. Especially kung ang lalaroin niya lang naman is yung mga Dota, yan, mga NBA, yung hindi pretty demanding stuff. So, I think we'll be able to get that gaming and streaming. Okay, so without further ado, let's build. So, medyo gumagaling na ako mag-build ng PC. Kakabaklas kabit ng mga PC ko. Guys, parang hobby ko na yata yun Baklasin to, ikabit ulit. So anyway, let's open this one. So, as I said earlier, it is a pretty good cooler, tingnan nyo. Diba? Ooh. So, it is a white themed. Napakaganda niya. Woo! Muntik pa malaglag. So, ganda. For us to be able to put this one, kailangan muna natin tanggalin to. Yung fan. So, for the RX570, it is a very capable GPU, especially for the games ng 2017 below. Kasi 2017 siya na-release. So, all the games 2017, he can handle really well. Hanggang high preset pa kayang-kaya. So, okay na yon, 100% utilization for the GPU. Now, if he's gonna do a streaming, the load would be put in the CPU. And alam natin kapag the CPU is on load, or let's say 100% load, it's gonna be hot. And the stock cooler would not be able to handle that kind of setting or that kind of using. That's why for his build, kailangan niya talaga kumuha ng isang decenteng CPU cooler, right? So for this YGT CL4200 Plus, I was able to, this is able to beat the cooling capacity or cooling performance of an old water cooler. That's why ito is perfect for this build. Alright, so when it comes in choosing your power supply, make sure that you get a decent one, because if you're gonna go on for a cheap power supply like the generic and all that stuff, and yung power supply mo is like that, and then yung mga peripherals mo na iba is yan, mga i7, yan, mga power hungry components, ang mangyayari, sisirain ng power supply mong cheap yung buong system unit mo. So, meaning, damay pati GPU, damay pati board, pati processor, all in all. So, sa bandang huli, mapapamahal ka lalo. Kasi bibili ka ulit O baka hindi ka na bumili, di mo na ma-afford. So, when it comes to choosing, your power supply, don't buy the cheap ones. So, importante ang USB 2.0, 3.0 dahil it's a better transfer speed than the 2.0. Especially ako, kailangan ko yan because I edit a lot of videos, and pag nagmo-move ako ng file, especially for GoPros, ang lalaki ng file ng GoPro. So if I'm gonna do that on a USB 2.0, tagal! But for the 3.0, medyo mabilis, better. So kung kayo magbe-build is, I suggest that you go for an SSD because it's very much faster than the hard drives. Once you go SSD, parang ayaw mo nang bumalik sa hard drive. 570. Very, very good one. Oh yeah! So, syempre, wala na sa plastic, nabuksan ko na So, it's a twin fan from MSI. Very respected brand as well. So, the theme is black and white. So, black and white din to. pretty cool. Okay, so after a few hours, we were able to finish the building of this PC. I don't know about you, but when I look at it, it's just parang hindi 22,000 yung budget. I know that the case itself looks elegant, right? Pero it's cheaply built. Ano pa ba ang i-expect mo? But anyway, from the look itself, it's very good. It's very pretty, right? So, tama-tama yung motive. Parang may budget talaga. But anyway, enough of the talk and let's try to power it up. Whoa! Wow! Look at that! Ganda! Okay, alam ko, ang tagal inintay ito ng pinsan ko because we're used to play in a laptop. And a laptop is not a performing laptop pa yung laptop namin. So, siguro maninibago siya. Gagaling na siya maglaro because of this build. So, yun. Maraming salamat sa panonood. Kung gusto nyo magpa-build, na kayo sa akin. Again, kung may mga katanungan kayo, comment down below. Again, I'm J. Buensuceso. Always pray and I'll see you on the next